Welcome everyone. The 14th annual, the 2009 Road Masters at Ergon. And we're back at the beautiful Falcon Head Country Club in Austin, Texas. And I don't know how we do it, Peter, but year after year, such beautiful weather. Mark Hanna here with Peter Cribb, and looks like another great year, another great tournament with 140 golfers vying for the green jacket. Peter, I understand the course is in great shape.
Beautiful shape, Mark. You know, and actually, as announcers, this is our 9th year. Couldn't believe it the other night talking to the producer. But yes, no, the course as usual. They've done a wonderful job. They have a new superintendent this year of the grounds, and his name's Rodney Crow. Done a great job. We can talk a little bit more detail in a minute.
Okay. Well, I understand the course is in great shape. The recent rains have greened it up. The greens are going pretty fast. They're a 10 right now on the stemp meter. They might be a little faster for the tournament. Understand the rough is not quite as rough because of the lack of heavy rains in the winter and fall. The winds are not too bad. There's a slight chance of rain. Everything's looking good, Peter. And it sounds like people are getting fired up for it.
Oh, they certainly are, Mark. And we're really blessed with this weather because earlier the week we've had some winds anywhere from 15 to 35 miles an hour, and it's been cold in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, we've got an early start tomorrow, and I think we're in for a beautiful day.
Slight chance of rain, but hey, that just makes for things more exciting. The winds are not that wild and crazy. The temperature is supposed to be in the 70s or 80s, and the pink puppies are flowing. So it looks like the 14th annual Road Masters is looking good. This is day one, 2009 Road Masters. Handicap committee is now underway. We've got a whole new point system. And how this is so screwed up, they're looking at last year's scores, right?
They are.
And they're going to punish the people who did well, and they're going to reward the jerks who screwed up last year, right?
Well, yes, they should.
Okay. That's subject to many opinion. Let's go.
Well, let's go have a look
really,
and
how
see
it
what's
really
really
works.
going. Yeah. Okay, let's wander over here and check out the handicap committee. Some discussion going on. Bobby's doing a very good job protecting some of the old, you know, the folks that have been around for a while. Let's face it. Let's go and see what they're going to say.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all right. That's what I.
Y'all are making my paper messy.
These are good. It's a 4.
You know,
We're going to give him a 4.
You know what I mean?
Beth is putting her foot down.
That's right.
It's a
I'm tired of the
4.
big. You cannot
Where's he from?
search by customer number.
So we're gonna leave Watson.
Or any of it.
We're gonna
Probably Casey. Casey.
You are going to bump Peter and I up today, right?
30-30.
30-30.
You saw us playing.
Not a chance.
You saw us playing.
What are you?
Question mark.
Wayne was a +2.
I'm going to let Peter alone, but I think you're going down to an 8.
Nobody went plus.
No way.
We were thinking it was the tournament, and it wasn't.
That's right.
And somebody did that last week too.
You got to knock them
All right,
Somebody showed up last Thursday at Road Masters.
Who?
I don't know.
Do not put that on the tape.
I thought it was just me.
Edit!
It's already there.
Oh!
I really did.
Can I ask y'all just one question? What's the biggest stroke swing y'all have seen here today? Anybody gone like 2 or 3 strokes?
That's confidential.
Okay.
4 down.
We can tell you.
Yeah, it's confidential. That's right.
We could help you.
You
can
help me or is it too late?
He's not worried. Let's go back.
He ain't playing neither one of them.
This is a championship dinner, the very first night to kick everything off while the committee is haggling and cursing over handicaps. The real work is taking place down here in the pits, so to speak. Our gentlemen here, what are we looking at tonight?
Tonight we're looking at 8-ounce tenderloins, shrimp on a stick, twice baked potatoes, broccoli with cheese sauce,
Look like 40.
and a spring salad.
Tell me about the quality of that meat.
Quality meat is from Lone Star, best meat in town. Great marbling and everything.
Ribeyes?
No, I'm sorry, tenderloins.
Tenderloin.
Lean meat.
And the shrimp?
And the shrimp is from Quality Seafood, Colossal Shrimp. That everybody I know is going to love. I marinated with vinaigrette dressing, salt, pepper, good garlic.
Tell us your name.
My name's Calvin. I've been doing it for the last 10 years. So
How'd you get hooked into this?
Oh, I know Kelly Keaton, and he knows Miles, and I got tired of both them guys.
So Calvin, tell me, you really did fly those shrimp in from Australia, though, didn't you? You know, it's fair. You know, we've got a barbie, we'll put the shrimp on, right?
You do it if you say so.
We call them shrimp here. I think y'all call them prawns, right?
Prawns.
Prawn.
We've got some big prawns.
Yeah.
Well, every year you do it right. First things first. So you got to get a good fire going. What's the key on the fire?
The key on the fire is the open pit like that. Plenty of wood to keep solid wood on, keep the hot fire going, and keep it up. And by the time I put my steaks on there, they just sizzle. And I sizzle them about 2 minutes on each side and take them off. They're perfect.
Any kind of wood? Is it a mixture of mesquite and oak?
Yeah, just a mixture of mesquite and oak. So my house supplied me with plenty of wood, so I told me to use as much as I want. So.
Now, when you go home, do you the cook or is the mama the cook?
Well, I'm the weekend cook.
I love it.
I do it on the weekend, so.
All right.
Yeah, it was clean last year.
You gotta talk to the camera, Nikki. Her name is Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. How you doing?
Good, how are you? Did you see the finished one?
No.
And then we're gonna put peach on here with the apple.
Losers. Losers, Peter. You're a loser. I'm a loser. There's a place for people like us.
And where is that, Mark?
Well, I think it's again this year at Mulligan's. You going?
I think we might pop in and have the odd amber beverage.
Yeah. Well, the losers. So why don't we go check them out and see how the losers are doing?
Oh, yeah. So, what's been the favorite drink tonight?
The pink puppy.
Uh-huh.
Would you like to know what it has in it?
Yeah, actually I do.
Vodka, cranberry with a splash of orange juice. Then you shake gently and pass it on.
You got that down.
I do it.
Yeah, good.
Tracy has arrived. She is the Dan Rather of the Road Masters, asking those probing, interesting questions that people sometimes feel a little uneasy about. And also when their game has gone to hell. It's got to be rough for you because they don't even want to talk sometimes, right?
Well, actually, Mark, it's pretty easy for me. It's them that have the problem. Whenever I get out there, they do get a little scatterbrained and kind of lose their stroke, to say the least. But it's always fun, and you know, I get some very interesting answers to my questions, even though they're sometimes quite probing.
Well, do you try to ask everyone the same question, or you come up with a whole bunch of variety of questions, whatever comes to mind when you see the folks show up on the tee box?
Well, you know, we've done this tournament for so many years that we usually come up with one question that we try to generally ask everybody, and it's the question of the tournament. You know, what's your aiming corner, or, you know, something similar to that. But then after we've done that, we try to spice it up a bit and give them the opportunity to let them tell us how they've been doing, or, you know, what other issues they might have that day. You haven't had a pink puppy? You know, I can't tell you how many balls I've had to help Ken go find. I think we've even had to go find one on this hole, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, you don't ever give them back to me.
I don't. We keep them all. You know, he's probably the one that we've got the most of at the end of the day.
See you on the course, Tracy.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, hope you do well. I'm sure you will. Falcon Head Country Club opened up during Road Masters. It was already going on. 1996 Road Masters at Barton Creek Lakeside, formerly Hidden Hills, put together by Palmer. And then after 3 or 4 years, decided to go to Falcon Head, and it opened up. And so here we are about another 9 years later with Falcon Head. We've got a more mature course. We've seen some changes. Peter, you're going to know the course pretty well, being a member at Falcon Head. Kind of give us an overall view of Falcon Head from your perspective.
Well, I think, Mark, you're right. It has matured over the years. The hazards have grown up. the course, the bunkers. They've done a lot of work just recently too, I think, to improve it. There's a new bunker on number 4. They moved the water from 5 to 6. There's a new tree on 18. Keep your eye open for that one.
It's in the middle of the fairway, or?
I think it's out to the left a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, not much out there.
Uh-huh.
I think probably most significantly they have cut down the rough, and I think that's fair for golfers, particularly in the Road Masters. The tee boxes, well, they're all in great shape, and it seems like they seem to be further from the green this year.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting where they place them. I know we had a little bit of controversy on the 12th hole last year when we were right up the top of the hill, having a little trouble traversing the rough.
You know, Falcon Head, it seems a lot longer than it really is. The first day this year will be 6,500 yards. The second day, they're going to move them back a little bit and make it 6,700 yards. But, you know, from, you know, that's not an exceptionally long course, but it just seems longer than that.
Well, it does. And, you know, I think around the greens, I mean, that's where the true test will be tomorrow. You know, anything from, you know, 10 yards from the green and pitching the ball on, it'll be difficult.
Well, Bobby, the pro will tell you that if you don't get it on the green, you know, in regulation, that's how the course punishes you. He says if you're off the green, you know, it's going to be hard to get up and in. Well, hey, looking forward to Falcon Head. Looks like we're going to be here for a while. It's a great course. The pro says it's in perfect shape, so looking forward to it. 2 days of golf in Austin, Texas. It doesn't get much better than that.
It doesn't. Let the fun begin.
Let's go.
I said, is it too late? He said, you know what? That's a really good question. I don't know that it's so at the tournament.
We're here to kick off the 2009 Roadmaster Championship, and we've got 140 guys outside of here that are ready to play and kick y'all's butt. A lot of you guys are past champions. Some of us are sponsors, but we're all integral parts of this tournament, and I want to thank each and every one of you for all that you do and how we put this on, because this is one of the finest events that, and I think we all enjoy doing. And I think we need to give great applause to the 2008 champions, Amadeo Science. Amadeo, can you come out? Yeah. Ken Bahusla. There they are. Man, what a listen. I played with y'all both days, so I know exactly what went on. But I've never seen a better closing round than what you played that day. The last 4 holes, par birdie was unbelievable to win by half a point. And I watched that going, and he, son of a bitch, ain't made a putt all week.
Right.
And he made 3. He made 1 for par, and made 2 for birdie in the last 4 holes. And you know, what can I say? And then we're gonna any of the champions that want to talk. If you keep that bubbly stuff out of there, champagne, it won't eat the trophy up. What they're telling me. But we like to have a little bubbly at time to time.
What do you want to ask Cyborg?
I have no question at the moment. I got to think about it.
See, you've been sitting here talking to him. I've answered all his questions. I've answered all his questions. He's
a satisfied customer.
Yeah, satisfied. He's got 3 putters in his bag at this present moment.
Yeah.
So how are you going to tell him what the putter he needs to use for?
Yeah. That's a good question.
That is a good question. Which one have you been using lately?
Well, I've been using the 2-ball putter, and it did not work.
I would take it home and put it in the closet. Very dark
I put it in jail. I've got out my belly putter at the
Yeah,
moment.
belly putter.
Go left-handed.
Left-handed under?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.